and welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, today's video is going to be all about the 33 thriller books that I have read so far in 2025. I feel like that's kind of a lot, especially for somebody who thrillers are not my main genre that I read. But I think in 2025, I've really come to love and appreciate thrillers a lot more than I used to. I started reading thrillers like within the last couple years, so I'm not new to the genre at all, but I feel like I kind of went really heavy in romance there for a while, and that was all I was reading. And now I feel like I'm back in the groove of reading thrillers pretty consistently and like just varying up the genres that I read a little bit more for you guys. So I'm gonna rank the 33 thriller books that I have read in order from worst, so like don't read these, don't waste your time, to best, all-time favorite, definite must reads. We're just gonna get started. I'm gonna try to go as quickly as I can. I did write down some little like taglines or a little bit about what the book is about. I do have my notebook with all of my notes and the order and everything. So if you see me looking down, I'm referencing my notes because your girl can't remember all of this. Coming in at number 33 is a DNF, and that is The It Girl by Ruth Ware. This is following a woman and her search for answers a decade after her friend's murder. And then we have number 32, which is Not My Baby by Anya Mora. This is like, it was a tiny little novella following a woman who gives birth in the middle of the night. There's a storm going on, and she remembers having a girl, and she wakes up the next morning and a boy has been placed in her hands. And she says, "That's not my baby." Coming in at number 31 is A Flicker in the Dark by Stacy Willingham. This is following Chloe, and when Chloe was 12 years old, her father was arrested for a string of murders, kind of turning her world upside down. And now 20 years later, there is a copycat, and it sends her into a spiral. Coming in at number 30 is The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. This one is following a true crime blogger who gets more than she bargained for when she interviews a woman who was previously acquitted of 2 cold case murders. Then we have 29, The Stranger in Her House by John Mars. A stranger has infiltrated your family and now he's taking over. Coming in at 28, we have The Wife Stalker by Liv Constantine. This one is following 2 women, Joanna and Piper. Joanna has the perfect marriage, the perfect family, and Piper is new in town, and she has come in and is basically destroying everything that Joanna holds dear and loves. And Joanna sets out to find out every secret that Piper has ever had. Coming in at number 27 is 1 in 4 by Lucinda Berry. When a reality show about former child stars overcoming addiction ends in murder, their therapist must look closer into their lives. Then at 26, we have A Killing Cold by Kate Alice Marshall. A woman is invited to her wealthy fiance's family's retreat, realizes they are hiding a terrible secret, and that she's been there before. 25 is The 5-Year Lie by Serena Bowen. This follows one woman's search for the truth after receiving a text from her deceased ex. 24 is The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers. This is following 2 women who are haunted by their unsolved sisters' disappearances, and they decide to band together and finally get some answers that they are not receiving. Coming in at 23, we have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This is following a woman who struggles with an alcohol addiction, and she is kind of banished to her lake house, and she witnesses she saves a woman from almost drowning in the lake. And she kind of becomes obsessed with watching the woman that she saved and her husband, who live across the lake from them, and things go from there. 22 is That Night by Chevy Stevens. They said she was a murderer. They said she killed her sister, but they lied. Coming in at number 21, we have The Good Lie by A.R. Torrey. 6 teens are murdered. A suspect is behind bars. A desperate father. In a case this shadowy, the truth is easy to hide. Coming in at number 20, we have The Last Mrs. Parrish. We are following 2 different women. We have Amber and Daphne. Daphne is very rich, very seemingly has the perfect life. She is married to a very, very wealthy man, and Amber has nothing, and she wants everything that Daphne has, and she's determined to get it in any way that she can. Number 19, we have Drowning by T.J. Newman. This is about a commercial jetliner that crashes into the ocean and sinks while passengers are trapped inside. So we are following those passengers, and we are also following the rescue team that is sent to dive in and figure out how to get these passengers safely out of the water and off of this plane. Number 18, we have The Guilty One by Kirsten Magdalene. This is following a woman who gets a phone call that her husband has been involved in a fatal accident. When she gets there and goes to identify the body, that's not her husband, but her husband is missing, and she's determined to figure out where is he and who is this man. Number 17 is Insomnia by Sarah Penborough. We are following Emma, and Emma is worried that her crippling insomnia is leading her to go insane, like her mother, who she is desperate to forget. She wants everything that has to do with her mom in the past buried where it belongs. Number 16 is Long Time Gone by Charlie Donnelly. When DNA results reveal a disturbing connection to the mysterious disappearance of a famous missing baby nearly 3 decades ago, a forensic scientist is plunged into a dangerous search for answers. Number 15 is The Crash by Frida McFadden. This is following a girl who is running away from her nightmare of a life when one snowy night, she crashes her car, and the people who save her could be worse than the nightmare that she was running from. Number 14 is Nanny Needed by Georgina Cross. A young woman takes a job as a nanny for a wealthy family, thinking it is her way to a better life, only to discover she walked into a world of deception and dark secrets. Number 13 is A Secret Worth Keeping by Drew Strickland. A perfect weekend, the perfect company, a perfect cabin, the perfect place to bury a body. Number 12 is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. A black father, a white father, 2 murdered sons, and a quest for vengeance. Number 11 is The Tenant by Frida McFadden. This is a story of revenge, privilege, and secrets turned sour. Number 10 is That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. She thought she had her life back. She was wrong. It was a mistake to trust him. Number 9 is The Passengers by John Mars. 8 self-driving cars set on a collision course. Who lives? Who dies? You get to decide. Then we have number 8, which is Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. My name is Amber Reynolds. 3 things you should know about me. 1, I'm in a coma. 2, my husband doesn't love me anymore. And 3, sometimes I lie. Okay, number 7 is Don't Believe Her by Nicola Sanders. Everyone believes her except you. Number 6 is The Unraveling by Vi Keeland, a psychiatrist's dark descent into a dangerous obsession. Number 5 is The Last Party by A.R. Torrey. A loving mother, a notorious murderer, both have their reasons to hide their secrets. Number 4 is On a Quiet Street by Serafina Nova Glass. The perfect neighborhood can be the perfect place to hide. Coming in at number 3, we have The Butcher by Jennifer Hillier. We are following a former police detective and his grandson, and his grandson's girlfriend, who is doing a report on the butcher, Beacon Hill butcher, who is a notorious Seattle serial killer, and how they all tie together. Top 2 new favorites of all time. Number 2, we have The One by John Marrs. How far would you go to find the one? Your one soulmate, your one true match. And what happens if everything doesn't turn out as you expected? And then, it's no secret, my number 1 thriller of 2025 is Those Girls by Chevy Stevens. This is one that I have shoved down your all's throat since I read this book. It is so good. This is not just a thriller. This is a deep exploration of the bonds among sisters, an unforgettable portrait of desperation, loyalty, and evil. This is so freaking good. Like, please go read this. Please, please read this book, okay? If I haven't convinced you already, please do it now. Okay, so those are the 33 thriller books that I have read so far this year. Let me know if you guys would be interested in me doing a top thriller reads, my all-time favorite thrillers, because I can definitely do that for you all. But if you have made it to this point in the video, let me know in the comments down below what your top 3 thriller books are that you've read so far this year. Or if you don't read thrillers, just leave me, let's see, what emoji? Can you leave me a knife emoji? Will that get flagged in comments? I don't think so, right? Leave me an evil, the purple little evil devil horn emoji, because I don't know that you can put a knife in the comments. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.